wanted to ask you about the reading program. What kind of prompted you to use your platform for that?
I kind of came up with the idea a couple months ago and kind of bounced it off some people and just decided I really wanted to do it. I've always grown up in a household that had, my older siblings, my parents encouraging me to read, and not everyone has that. And so I wanted to do something this summer, and I'm passionate about reading, and I kind of want to spread something that I enjoy to some other people. And then the literature is pretty solid that academic success for students is really, the summer reading during the vacation period it's really important to get those reading hours in. So just a couple things I thought of and figured with my platform I could do something about it.
You sound like you're going to be pretty involved in everything that's gone on so far. And
yeah, I mean, I've planned everything so far. So.
And then you'll do a meet and greet with them at some point. And then
yeah, I'm planning to do that. We're inviting everyone out to the spring game that signed up. As of this morning, I already have 60 signups. That was before meetings started, so I'm sure there's a bunch more now. But I'm also kind of extending the invitation if anyone wants me to come out to their school, their elementary school, or their classroom. I'd love to talk to kids in their classroom and just get more signups, get as many kids signed up as possible.
We expect that kind of, impact right away, the 60 signups.
Yeah, I didn't really know how many. I didn't have a number to expect, but now that I know it's catching on, I want to keep getting more and more.
You were asked about your end zone celebration last year, about the reading the book.
Right.
Can you explain again how that came about? Did you talk with your teammates about it beforehand, or was it spontaneous?
It was actually a year before, so it was 2 seasons ago. My buddy Chad Hansen, he was kind of the go-to receiver, had a bunch of cool touchdown celebrations that he was trying out. Yeah, exactly. And so it was just, we were hanging out in our living room. We used to live with him. And people were going around saying, what each person would do. And someone jokingly said, Pat would probably read a book. And so I kind of kept it in the back of my mind. And then just North Carolina last year, I did it, Weber State, and it kind of caught on after that.
That's classic.
You going to add anything to that celebration this year?
We'll see. I might switch it up, come up with some different things.
Start
actually writing.
Other than books that you're assigned to read, what sort of books do you like to read? History, mystery, biography?
Yeah, I try to spread it out a bunch. I'm reading another Abraham Lincoln biography right now. So I'll read anything. I take suggestions. I really like social science books, like Freakonomics, things like that. So, but I mix it up. Do fiction, nonfiction, yeah.
Get to today's practice. Any major takeaways from what you guys got done today?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think that the testament of a good team is one that comes out and consistently works hard. I feel like we're learning to practice hard every day, which I think is a great thing. I think we're going to be a lot better because of it. Now it's working on the small things. Last spring we knew what to do, but I think this spring it's all about learning why we're doing certain things. So I think that's going to help us in the long run.
What do you see from the running backs behind you, the other 3 guys?
I don't think there's any running backs behind me. I think it's just we're all kind of working together, but we're competing. I'm trying to create as much competition as I can in that room. I'm not the guy. We're all the guys. And I was just telling my old high school coaches here, and I was just telling them this is the group that my favorite group that I've been a part of, just because we all just enjoy being around each other. I think the other 3 guys are just good dudes. There's no malice towards anyone. And everyone's happy with everyone else's reps. So it's a great group to be a part of, and I'm really excited. I think the running backs are going to be a huge part of our offense next fall.
You had a nice run down here where you broke free on the right side. What did you see on that play?
I think it was just a power, good pull by the left guard, and just broke through. I mean, our linemen are doing a really good job of climbing the second level. That's hard to do because we have some really athletic linebackers. So when our O linemen climb to the next level and get pieces of guys, as a running back, we got to take advantage of that. And then after that, I had Ashton Davis. He'll say he probably tackled me, I say he won't. But our lockers are right next to each other, so that's the first conversation I'm about to have when I go into the locker room. But just try to make a play when the O lineman set it up.
There's a day earlier this week, maybe Monday, where I was watching you in a drill, and you moved the read and kind of talked to Coach and the other running backs about the whys of what you guys were doing.
Right.
How much as a group are you guys getting into those kind of conversations?
That's another thing, and that comes from Coach Toller. He's like, I'm not going to be a coach that says, do it this way because I say so. He's a coach that says, do it this way because it's going to translate to whatever aspect. And he said, I want you guys to not push back, but he says he wants our input. And so the first couple of days of practice, we're kind of feeling them out. But now we're at the point where we do a certain drill, and we say, hey, coach, what if we do 2 feet in the bags and then go explode forward? And because we saw it on film happen this way, so we want to try it in this drill, and he's all for it. He takes all suggestions. He has his principles and the fundamentals that he wants us to stick with, but he takes our input, and I think that's another thing that's going to make our running back group a lot stronger by the fall.
He was telling us a story the other day about you're working with the scout team really early in your career and telling you you're ready for the next step now. Do you remember much about
I remember that conversation really well. That was actually the first thing when I found out Coach Toller was coming back. It's the first thing I thought of. I was sitting in the scout team room because they separated the scout team. This is my freshman year. Scout team, special teams, and then the real special teams. And Coach Toller, I just had met him within a couple of days of camp, and he's like, there's going to be guys in this room that end up in that room. And kind of in the back of my mind, I was like, I want to be one of those guys. So I did everything I could on scout, and then I ended up in the real special teams room and ended up playing my freshman year. And so, that first thing I thought of when I heard he was going to be my coach. So I was really excited.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,